Hey everyone, today I have another video. This is once again a video on my Nirvana and Verena deck for Cardfight Vanguard. So this is for set 4, and there have been a couple of changes in this deck. Quite a lot. Even to the ride deck itself, actually, I made a couple of changes. Okay, so we'll start off with the ride deck. So we'll start off with the new grade 0, the base grade 0 Sunrise Egg. Now ever since the start, I've been using Trickstar as the starter. However, in this new build, those draws are really important, and you want Trickstars in your hand instead of the drop zone. So I've made a couple of changes to this. And, well, this, like any Overdress starter, when it's rode upon, if you went second, you draw a card. So that 50-50 chance of getting to draw an extra card is now kind of more needed than it used to be for this deck. And just really drawing in general is important now. Of course, Reno, when she's rode upon by Ryu, you get to call a Trickstar from the deck. Ryu, when she's rode upon by Nirvana, you get to add the base Verena. Of course, the grade 3 Nirvana. We all know what it does at this point. You can discard a card, choose a grade 0 from your drop and call it, aka Trickstar. And when it attacks, you can counterblast 1 and give all cards with the Overdress ability 1,000. Alright. And now for the real changes. We've got the grade 4 Nirvana. Chakrabarti True Dragon Mahar Nirvana. During your turn, if you have a unit in the Overdress state, all of your front row units get 1,000. So essentially, this one's attacking effect is now always active if you have an Overdress card. And its new ability is Counterblast 1, and put a card with Nirvana in its card name from your hand or soul in your drop. Choose a grade 0 from your drop zone, call it. Choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 cards or less, you can deal them 1 damage as well. Very nice. It's a pretty good upgrade to the regular Nirvana. We've got another grade 4. The grade 4 Verena Esperandia. This one you can call by overdressing on top of Trickstar. And then when it is placed on rear, if it overdresses, put all Trickstar and cards with Overdress ability from your drop zone into its soul. Nice. And then, once per turn, when your Vanguard attacks, Soul Blast 1, stand this guy, and he gets +5 for each card in its soul / original dress. Very cool. And the currently ultimate Verena card right now. Of course, 2 more copies of classic Nirvana. We've got Valiente, which Esperandia is kind of an upgrade to. This was the original Big Boss Verena card, and it's still in the deck. You've got Expecta, again, who was the recent one from set 3 from Christmas. He's still here. Now, of course, the one that was taken out because you're going to be on the grade 4 now more often is Urger. So that's no longer in the deck. However, we still have, and they'll probably stay always, the Verena Arcs. Counterblast 1 to draw 2 if he's in the Overdress state. Plain and simple. And again, just because it's searchable, we've got the original Verena. We've got Blaze Maiden Zinnia, When placed, count +1, look at the top 7 of your deck, and add a card with Overdress ability to your hand. And this guy, Blaze Pull Monk Retsuji, is the same, however, he searches the drop zone. And if you have a grade 4, the cost, which is Counterblast 1, is free, because you countercharge 1. And of course, the cards that are always in all Vanguard decks, we've got the 4 perfect guards. And then we've got of course, the main guy of this deck, Trickstar. We got all 4 in the main deck now. So the guy that was my starter is now in the main deck with the rest of his buddies. We've got 3 of this crit now, which is Blaze Maiden Zana. And we'll see why it's cut down to 3 soon. We've got the effect crit triggers from set 3. Of course, the heals, those are probably never going to go away unless we get heals with actual abilities. Who knows? And then we've got the ability draw triggers, which are 4-ofs. And they've got basically the same abilities as the set 2 front triggers. However, of course, as they only have 5k shield, this guy goes up to 10. So not as good as the front triggers. However, drawing is exceedingly important, so the fronts are kind of no longer there. And of course, to round off this deck, we've got Dragvidia, the overtrigger for Dragon Empire. And well, I think that's about it for this video. I don't know. Maybe we can do another double feature. You know what? Yeah, you got the time? Let's do another double feature. We'll go over my other deck. Seraph Snow. And the updates I've done with that. So, of course, let's get into that. Ride deck remains the same. Ruby Red, the basic starter. Kyanite Blue, searches your prison. Risat Pink, snipes a card from your hand, from your opponent's hand, puts it into the prison. And then the main grade 3 herself, Seraph Snow. And I'm pretty sure we're all pretty familiar with her abilities as well. Counterblast 1, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards and imprison them during your turn. If 1 or more of your opponent's cards are in your prison, it gets another 10k. And if 3 or more, it gets an extra drive. Pretty nice. And now, Seraph Snow has officially become the best deck in the format, thanks to this card. Aurora Fierce Princess, Seraph Pure Light. This is arguably the best card in set 4. And the best grade 4. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, counterblast 1, and so blast 1 card with Seraph in its card name. Your opponent chooses 2 cards, each from their hand, rear guards, and soul, and imprisons them. Wow. So it is essentially the Vanguard version of Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier from Yu-Gi-Oh! And then its other ability, during your turn, all your front row units get an extra plus 5k for every 2 of your opponent's cards imprisoned. And if 10 or more are imprisoned, all your front row units get critical plus 1. Holy cow, this card is awesome. And of course, 2 more of the basic Seraph Snow. We've got this new card, Taser Large. Aurora Battle Princess, Taser Large. Front row rear guard. Once per turn, when your opponent's rear guard is placed other than from hand, you can rest that unit. Very cool. Of course, we've got Arga Rouge. Now, there is a promo for this that, unfortunately, we cannot get in Canada right now. Or really, I haven't seen any. especially on the store I get stuff from. They had some promos that were released, but not for set 4 or set 3, whenever that promo came out. And I would play it in there because it's an extremely good card. However, this promo is $100 a pop. So, not a chance. However, if I had the ability to get them at a store from packs, then I probably would play them in whatever amount I got them. However, this list will be essentially without that promo, and I'll probably try and get that promo on the screen if I can. Anyway, Aurora Battle Princess Cuff Spring. I've bumped this card up to 4, since it's actually gotten a lot better with the release of Seraph Pure Light. With this and Seraph Pure Light, you can rip a ridiculous amount of cards from your opponent's hand, essentially leaving them to be finished off by Seraph Pure Light. And plus, it just makes them waste a lot of their deck, especially if they Barrow Magnus, which is actually a very good deck right now as well, and he soul charges a lot, so you're going to be ripping a lot of cards from their deck, and they'll deck out a whole lot faster. This one, Pure Turquoise, which was at 4 for a little bit, I've now dropped down to 2. She's gotten a lot less needed, and a lot of people are dropping her mostly because of her mistake with the shield. So yeah, I mean, but she's still here for now, and I probably would cut her if I had any amount of those promos. Another very good card for Seraph Snow that came out in set 4. Trust me, Seraph Snow is incredible now. Aurora Battle Princess Suppressed Glimmer. If your Vanguard has Seraph in its card name, it gets an extra 2k. And its best ability, when placed on rear from hand, if there are 3 or more cards of your opponent's cards imprisoned, search your deck for another copy of this card and call it. So just extra field presence, very cool. We've got, of course, Shovel Stud, the Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison them. And if 3 or more are imprisoned, you draw a card. So just good draw power. Of course, the prison itself. The 4 perfect guards, of course. 3 of the base crits. 4 of the effect crits. Of course, the 4 heals. And once again, since this is a grade 4 build, we've got 4 of the new draws. And of course, to wrap up everything, the Stargate Overtrigger. I hope you enjoyed these 2 decks. They're definitely very good now. Nirvana is getting a lot of attention too. I didn't really talk over that. She's gotten very good. However, of course, the big winner of this set is, of course, Seraph Snow, which was actually one of the least performing decks, surprisingly, because I thought our mechanic was actually pretty good, but now it is absolutely incredible. So, again, I hope you enjoyed my profile on these 2. There we go. And I hope you guys have a good day as well.